Hi, okay, we're here at So Fraiche Ltd, and I'm Iman Segoana here as an intern, and I'm here with Cyril from So Fraiche.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming down.
My name is Cyril Nelson, and I'm co-founder and managing director of So Fraiche Media.
Tell me a bit about yourself and your background, and how you came to set up So Fraiche.
After uni, I had a degree in international business management. Went straight into work, did a bit of teaching, worked within PR industries, doing a bit of events. Setting up a company was never really an idea of mine. Never had an interest in setting up a company. But the opportunity came when I met a film director, who's now the co-founder, Gerald.
My name is Gerald, and I'm one of the founders of So Fraiche. What So Fraiche basically is about, in essence, is showcasing innovation. So we feature young entrepreneurs or people with ideas and brands, and it's all about innovation, creativity, and inspiring a new generation.
And then by chance, a guy who was doing some work for Nike just came to us saying he needed support to do a promo video, a Nike KEB video, and we got paid for it, and we realized, wow, there's something in this. You can actually get paid for doing videos. So then it just became that process of just doing more and more work for clients.
How long has the company been going on for?
It's been going for 3 years, since 2011 September. So we have kind of evolved over the years in terms of what we do and how we actually produce content. Some parts of the year you have really busy times, some parts you have slow times, some parts when you're looking forward to your slow times it picks up. So like any business, it's very unpredictable. So you have to be well prepared for both, whether you get too much work or no work. So it does mean you're always planning, always restructuring, always looking for new strategies. So it is. And it just means that, you always have to be on your toes and understand the industry and how it works. So
what makes So Fraiche unique?
I think the fact that we go the extra mile. Like, we recently produced a magazine.
Ooh.
And we decided, you know what, let's do a magazine that kind of really, really stands out. So we've got gold foiling on it, high-end magazine. Costs about £8. We're doing a documentary for how we produce the magazine. So you can scan the QR code in the magazine to see how we produce the magazine. We got an app as well, so when you download our app on iOS, you can, if you don't want to read the articles, you can just watch a video of the article. Seeing as we're a visual content company, it's good to give people like the option to kind of have both. So if you're not really a reader, you just scan.
So this is the barcode that you're talking about, isn't it? Where people can kind of scan, like sort of similar to scanning a BB pin, isn't it?
Yeah.
So oh wow, no, that's really, really cool. So every single article in here, you can just scan it. And so that means you're kind of creating double content. You'll do the article, but you also do the video of coverage of the article.
Because everyone knows us for our videos, so it would be wrong to produce a magazine where it doesn't kind of replicate what we do to our best ability.
And where can we get one of these?
This is a company brochure, but we always selling our company magazines on the website, so that will be available from the end of this month, July. We really went, in terms of the design element, we really wanted a high-end, sophisticated magazine where if you picked it up, you knew, wow, I'm really picking up a high-end product. That's what kind of makes us unique. We don't do everything just to make money. We do it to kind of make a statement, to kind of showcase that, we are So Fraiche.
What inspired the name?
We've done some work in Paris before. We just liked to have a brand name that was a bit different. When you saw it, you'd be like, okay, that looks a bit weird, but something a bit different. It was just all about like having a name that stood out. Could easily have gone with the UK spelling, or you could say
this is actually the French style of Fraiche. Because when I'd seen your company before, I thought it was So Fraiche.
Yeah, everyone has different spellings, so it's always interesting to hear how people kind of pronounce it. Just So Fraiche. When you start off as a young company and you want clients to trust you with their budgets, it takes a while for them to realize that you can deliver on time, you can deliver to deadlines, you can deliver to a high standard. And I think once they see that, they value your work, because I remember there was a point in time where people were just like a bit doubtful, but now when clients come to us, they're normally like, can you do this, and like, how long is it going to take, and those are the only questions they ask. So that kind of just shows the growth, because before it was just like they were a bit hesitant, but now it's
Who
just
are
like,
you?
Yeah, but it does take time, and they want to see your client list. When we work with clients, they always want to know who we're working with, and it always excites them, it always gives them confidence. So it's been a process where it doesn't take a day or a month to build your reputation.
Yeah.
It takes a long time. And that's gradually happened with us, where we can go to brands and they know that we know what we're doing and what we're talking about. So that's been the biggest challenge, building the reputation.
Do you feel that being young and black, like a young black entrepreneur, especially being a male within like this sort of digital tech media industry, is something that's rare?
I do think when you do go to networking events, you do kind of stand out, because you might be the only black guy in the room. To me, I like peacocking, so that has its advantages. Like, I just stand out, so I'm happy with that. So you kind of just have to use that in your favor. So I do think it's rare, but I do think slowly more and more kind of ethnics, not just blacks, people are coming to within the tech and digital industries. Yeah,
no, the diversity, I think, it needs to. And it's a good thing that's heading towards that direction. What do you think would be like the best method to encourage more involvement and entrepreneurial displays from like young black or ethnic men within the digital industry?
I think it's exposing them to it earlier. So like as young kids who are between the ages of 5 and 6, most of them just know their favourite football players, their favourite rappers from that age. So if you were to give them like inspirational kind of entrepreneurs tell them about those entrepreneurs, how successful they've been, what they do, the good stuff they do for their community and greater places afield. I think from early it'll give them that mindset like, wow, I kind of want to be like him, rather than just the traditional kind of superstars you have.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you obviously will be like a role model at some stage to other like fellow young black kids and just other ethnic minorities and people in general, other young people in general, like, oh, you know what, he's like a fairly, even though they'll be younger, but it's be like, oh, he started his situation fairly young, he's from this sort of demographic, I'm from that demographic, so I can do it as well, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you think would be like the benefit of diversity within the industry, like being inclusive of different backgrounds and cultures?
I think diversity is always good for anything. Like, it just gives people different perspectives. It helps them to educate themselves more, learn new things, maybe even have more empathy and sympathy. So I think it would just open up their kind of minds. One great example is like looking at fashion right now, the fashion industry. Summer wear, a lot of summer wear is African print orientated, bright colour orientated. Just look at brands like ASOS and Topman. Just again, the fact that they've kind of opened their mind and looked at different cultures has meant they've implemented such cultural styles into their fashion trends.
Yeah, it's true.
And now it's become mainstream culture for people to wear African printed shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even floral shirts, which again is kind of from other cultures. So it just goes to show that once you kind of embrace diversity, not only do you grow, but you kind of bring it into your own styles or your own world. Yeah,
it's true, and then it becomes like a new, fresh
concept.
Yeah, it's true. What would you say is your greatest achievement to date?
Making our first pound. Like, I believe when someone gives you money, that's an accomplishment, because especially in an economy where it's so kind of, especially when we started, where it was really tight, and even big companies that we were working with had to kind of reduce their budgets. That kind of made me think, wow, that's an accomplishment, because so many companies start up and never make a penny and go bust. The percentage is really high. So the fact that we were making money from early just made me think, wow, I actually run a business. It's not a hobby.
Yeah.
So I think that was an accomplishment, and as time progresses, more and more accomplishments are unfolding all the time. So it's not I don't have one. It's like every day is an accomplishment for me. Because it's just like, you know, we're kind of progressing to the end goal of like a multi-million-pound company. So yeah,
it's true. No, I hope definitely to see you there at some stage. I'm like, hey, Sarah! What words of wisdom would you share, like, to somebody, you know, other young people that aspire to be in your position, or to like get started in the industry?
I'll say like networking is crucial. Like before, I didn't believe in networking. I thought, you know, hard work and talent, you know, can get me where I need to go, and to some extent it can. But if the right gatekeepers are not opening the doors for you, especially when, again, you're not part of the establishment already, you're always going to hit that glass ceiling. So I think networking is so crucial, because there's people who have the best networks and they're able to go further than everyone else and might not have the best talent. So I think, networking, jumping on LinkedIn, going to networking events that relate to your industry, those are the best things and best ways to gain like opportunities.
Yeah,
that's worked for us as well.
Where do you see So Fraiche in 3 years' time?
We hope to operate in several different countries. That's always been the aim from day one. We've worked in various countries around the world, so we want to kind of have a more kind of stable base there where we can employ people within those countries, whether it's Africa, Asia, or the Americas. And just want to build a global brand. Well,
thanks again, Cyril, for coming today. Really enjoyed your company. I had a good time. I hope you did. You know, like forcing you, have a good time, have a good time. No, I'm joking. We look to obviously see more new stuff from So Fraiche. You know, keep your eyes peeled, everyone. Good luck with your business. Good luck with your, you know, your whole career in general.
Thank you.
And keep us posted.
Definitely.